What do you need to know about sub-sale properties? Most of us know the difference between new and resale properties, but what about sub-sales properties? And what are the things to keep a lookout for? Hi everyone, I'm Marco and welcome to my channel. First of all, let's understand what is a sub-sale property. Sub-sale is a sales of a unit by the original buyers who purchase directly from the developers and sell to another buyer before the development is completed. It will involve three parties, namely the original buyer, number 2 will be the new buyer of the sub-sale property, and number 3 will be the property developers. If you are buying a new launch or a resale property, the transaction usually happens between two parties, the seller and the buyers. So, what are the things to look out for when dealing with sub-sale properties? Before that, let's understand that for resale properties, once the interested buyer and seller agree to the pricing, they just need to enter into an options to purchase agreement (OTP) and proceed as usual. However, for a sub-sale transaction, the original buyer must inform the developer that he or she has the intention to sell. This is because the property is not yet completed, so the original buyer does not have the legal title on hand. An important point here is the original buyer will have to pay the seller's stamp duty if he or she wants to dispose of the unit within the 3 years of holding period. The new buyer will then need to enter into a new sales and purchase agreement with the property developer. Additional fee will be payable to the developer for them to prepare the new SMP. It will come with the same terms and conditions that the original buyers have with the developer. One example will be the 12 months defect liability period from the notice of vacant possessions, where the developer will be responsible to replace and fix any defects in the unit for free. With the new SMP, the new buyer now enjoys the same privilege as the original buyer. And why did sub-sales happen? One of the key reasons is to cash out on the capital gains during a property boom. This is especially true in the recent years where the private property price index increased 10.6% and 8.4% in 2021 and 2022 respectively. Having known that the prices of the sub-sale units have increased, but why did people still buy? Here are some of the reasons why the buyers are still willing to buy despite the increase in the prices. Number 1 will be the location they would like to stay in. Some wanted to stay near parents, children's school or workplace. Number 2, they do not like to rent and wait for a few years before the development is ready. Most buyers prefer to move in immediately, especially for family with young children. And third, the buyers prefer a brand new home with minimum renovation, saving on the renovation costs. Although many owners may enjoy the capital growth in recent years, but in this year alone, approximately 18,000 private residential units are expected to be completed. With the influx of the supply, buyers now have more options to choose from. So, if you are the buyers with so many options available asking for a high price in today's market, how do you find a unit that could potentially give you a bigger discount so as to minimize the risk to your purchase? And if you are the seller, how do you sell your sub-sale unit and make it stand out from the rest of the competition? Stay tuned for my next video as I will be sharing useful tips. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. Do remember to hit the like button and subscribe. More importantly, share this video with people whom you think will benefit from. Once again, I'm Marco and thank you. See you soon.